Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Buffalo.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Now Allen to throw on second down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of 15. And the Bills first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Play action. It's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. They'll go play action with Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And 3rd down coming up.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Khalil Shakir returning for the Bills. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bills 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Bills first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bills.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shakir. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's another Bills.
That pickup, good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Buffalo.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
To the air once more is Allen. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen to throw again. Short pass taken in by Knox. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills are out to a 10-0 lead.
Broncos nothing. Matt Prater sets
so
the
now
kickoff.
Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Matt Milano there to stop him.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Harvey. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Matt Milano there to stop him.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first two drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their third series to see if they can make it happen.
Fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Play action now, and that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. T.J. Sanders in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Here's Harvey. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
At the 1-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Harvey. And he barrels his way into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. The Broncos are on the board. It's 10-7.
Bills 10, Broncos 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-7 is the score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Buffalo.
1st and 10.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Bills' first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Josh Allen. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Bills first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Bills, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. To throw is Allen. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Allen going to throw again. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Ty Johnson, touchdown, Bills. Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will get out in front, 17-7.
Broncos 7.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Garrett Bowles, the man flagged there.
Still first down.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Throwing is Nix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Shakir to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bills offense getting set to get back to work. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
And this is the tricky element of these deep balls, Mike. You want to hit the guy in stride. You want the touchdown. You want the beautiful highlight play. But sometimes you're better off underthrowing a receiver than you are overthrowing them, because as we see time and time again throughout the league, an underthrown deep ball, more times than not, leads to a pass interference call.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
13
A
yards.
pickup there of 13. 1st down, Buffalo.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So, from the 37, here's second down and a yard. The tight end going in motion to the left. Allen going to give this to Davis. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9. Allen now off the bootleg. Out wide, that's to Davis. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Buffalo.
It's like watching paint dry. Oh, what are you doing?
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning on third downs.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. That is P.J. Locke on the safety blitz, getting there for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen now on second down. He connects with Palmer on that one. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Got his man at the 6, and he's into the end zone. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Buffalo.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Broncos 7.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin.
To Troy Franklin. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
No way, you're kidding me!
Are you kidding me?
2nd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 22
They get
yards.
22 yards there. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal it.
That one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Bills offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Bills first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. It's 2nd down.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
A pass taken in by Johnson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Third and 6. To the air once more is Allen. And the Broncos are going to take possession.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Broncos offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Second down, Nix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here comes 2nd and 4. To throw is Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. The struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Nix's pass.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This is taken at his own 30. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Bills offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air on second down. Here's Allen. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run. It's Ty Johnson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Buffalo.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll send their tight end left. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On play action, Allen. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
On third down, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Bills first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On play action, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid.
Complete to Dalton Kincaid. On a Bills at the 18-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
One more time with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Flushed to his left. He'll try and get there, and he will score! Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Broncos 7.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This fielded inside the 35. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Allen now on 2nd down. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Buffalo.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. To throw again, it's Allen. He takes off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
He'll run again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
11 yards the gain. He does it himself and picks up a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible. And we just saw why there.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Allen will throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers able to stay with the quarterback. He runs him down for a loss of 9.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
From all the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
A nice drive. This is the ninth play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one caught at the 4.
Complete to Josh Palmer.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
A 20-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead goes Harvey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That's swung out to Harvey. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Broncos.
1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the markers.
Complete to Marvin Mims. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Bills' 34-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Harvey. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 6. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and It's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
Drop play here for Harvey. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down. In motion goes Cooks. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll be third down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, it's Harvey. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing. Nix. He connects with Mims. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
They'll run for it. It's Harvey. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Nix to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's caught once again by Ingram. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
17 yards.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run here with Harvey. And they bring him down to 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. 1st down picked up.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Portland Sutton, the intended receiver,
Brings up a third down.
and it's going to be third
10
down.
yards to go.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of the first down. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a road win here for the Bills, and they made it look easy. Their offense playing at about as high a level as they can play. Defense wasn't too shabby either. And they're able to get the victory here by a rout in grand style. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Denver, good night, everybody.